key components in planning, implementing, and monitoring a behavior change communication campaign that increased condom use among male clients of sex workers in southern India, a 2008 study that aimed to reduce HIV incidence by increasing access to condoms, increased consistent condom use among the target audience, improve access to proper treatment for sexually transmitted infections, and create demand for proper STI treatment. This study was deemed necessary because approximately 2.5 million people in India are living with HIV. This accounts for nearly 10% of all people living with HIV worldwide. In India, the primary mode of HIV transmission is heterosexual commercial sex. And in India, HIV most often affects people in 4 groups. 1. Sex workers. 2. Their clients and their partners. 3. Men who have sex with other men. And 4. Injection drug users. The main goal of this study was to increase condom use from 62% to 69% in male clients of sex workers in India. The target audience of this study was men because they are recognized as an essential target group due to the fact that they can bridge high-risk groups to the general population, and in encounters with sex workers, they are often controlling the decision-making process regarding condom use. This was to be achieved by increasing access to condoms as measured by increasing the percentage of areas commercial sex and solicitation in target areas of hot zones meeting minimum coverage standards for condom availability from 4% in 2005 to 95% by 2008, selling 129 million condoms over 5 years, increasing demand for condoms by addressing key behavioral determinants, for example, increasing the mean score of positive beliefs about condoms from 0.73 to 0.78 on a scale of 1 to 0. Survey participants were determined via questionnaire that allows the researchers to determine their beliefs and the beliefs of their friends and family. The surveyors attempted to determine behavior determinants in the categories of opportunity, ability, motivation, and PSI framework. Subsections of these include social norms, social support, self-efficacy, subjective norms, beliefs, perceived severity, social consequences, and stigma. Survey participants were told to mark agree or disagree with some of the following statements that include: people who have a disease use a condom. Smart people do not use condoms. In our society, condoms are considered a dirty thing. Society looks down upon people who buy condoms. Society looks down upon unmarried men who buy condoms. My friends and I have discussed the correct use of a condom. My friends encourage me to use a condom. My friends encouraged me to carry a condom if I were going to have sex with a female commercial sex worker. I can buy a condom from any shop without any fear or embarrassment. I think if a friend saw me buying condoms, then they would view me negatively or laugh at me. HIV/AIDS is not a big problem in our country. Very few people get HIV/AIDS. HIV/AIDS is only happening in big cities. If the person has HIV/AIDS, his family relationships will be destroyed. When I ask others questions about condoms, they view me negatively. And I view people negatively when I came to know that they've been carrying a condom. The study was able to increase consistent condom use with the female sex workers in the last 12 months, from 63% in May 2006 to 81% in May of 2007. This is an overall increase of 18%. Today's goal will be to apply the social ecological model to this condom use program, describe the condom use promotion program activities and how they align or do not align with the concept of reciprocal causation and the 5 levels of influence described in the SEM. We will look carefully at what the program planners did to promote common use in the male client population, and we will identify any focus of particular level of influence by the program planners. Let's quickly review the social ecological model by McElroy. The SEM says that behavior change occurs at multiple levels. It states that behavior affects and is affected by multiple levels of influence. It also states that individual behaviors shape and are shaped by the social environment, or that there is a reciprocal causation between an individual and their environment. There are 5 levels to the SEM. The intrapersonal level deals with individual characteristics that influence behavior. These can include knowledge, skills, and self-efficacy. The second level is the interpersonal level. The interpersonal level deals with interpersonal processes and groups, providing identity and support, including family, friends, and peers. The third level is the organizational level, which deals with rules and regulations, policies, and structures constraining or promoting behaviors. This can also include stores, churches, or community organizations. The fourth level is the community level. This level deals with community norms and community regulations and is influenced by persons or social networks. The fifth level is the public policy level that influences policies and laws that regulate or support healthy practices or actions. Within the study, they attempted to assess multiple levels of the SEM. At the intrapersonal level, they attempted to provide knowledge, skills, and self-efficacy training to male clients of the female sex workers in India. They attempted to provide them with the self-confidence needed to buy and use condoms, and the belief that condoms can prevent HIV/AIDS. They assessed this with the questionnaires that we previously discussed. In the questionnaire, they attempted to assess the beliefs of each of their potential target members by asking them questions about their beliefs and values regarding condom use, HIV/AIDS, and their family and friends' views about the same subject. Throughout the study, they attempted to change this behavior by utilizing one-on-one interviews and discussions with potential target members and one-on-one demonstrations to provide them with the knowledge and self-efficacy to use a condom. In the study, the interpersonal level of the SEM is utilized. Recall that this includes the subjective norms, interpersonal processes, and groups providing identity and support, such as family, friends, and peers. For condom use in male clients of female sex workers, this is an important level because it includes the perceived approval from family and friends. This perceived approval was again assessed with questionnaires asking study participants how their family and friends would perceive their condom use. A change in condom behavior at this level was attempted by small group contests and games, group discussions with target members or potential target members. The community level of the SEM was also utilized within the study. The community level includes community norms and community regulations. In the study, this level was addressed with street theater and folk drama performances on street corners. As you will recall, there are two additional levels to the SEM. They include organizational and public policy. This study, unfortunately, does not address the organizational and public policy levels of the SEM. These levels attempt to address rules and regulations, policies and structures constraining or promoting healthy behaviors. They also include policies and laws that regulate or support healthy practices or actions. These two levels are very intricately connected, and so it would make sense that they are both left out of the study. The study attempted to make a change in behavior without addressing rules and regulations of the city or places of employment of the female sex workers. To achieve these two levels of the SEM, the researchers would have needed to change policies within the cities requiring condoms of male clients of female sex workers, or required condom use to be a policy of the female sex worker. Obviously, these two changes would have been very difficult for the researchers, as these would have needed to be addressed at the local, city, or state level. As the study only addresses male clients of female sex workers in southern India, a federal or statewide implementation of condom use law would have been very difficult. The study addressed behavior change at multiple levels of the SEM. They also proved reciprocal causation because, by utilizing group activities and group demonstrations, as well as theater and drama performances viewed by large audiences in the street, they were able to change behaviors of the target audience. However, the study did point out that they were unable to reach participants at an equal level, because this is very dependent on the frequency of visitation to these areas, as well as the frequency that target members would utilize the services provided. This program focused mainly on the interpersonal and intrapersonal levels. This can be seen because of their main areas of intervention included interview surveys and questionnaires assessing beliefs of the individuals participating in the survey, in small group contests and games, group discussions with potential target members, and condom demonstrations. Recall that these areas include individual characteristics that influence behavior in groups providing identity and support. These activities engage both of these levels. Thank you and have a great day.